Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Like most people, I don't always have the time to make lunch or dinner, or I simply don't want to make lunch or dinner. And then I too head down the frozen food aisle for something quick, easy, and most of all, delicious. I have a few go-to meals that I like to get whenever I don't want to cook. I discovered one meal when I was doing a What Are We Eating video, and it was the first meal ever to get a 10 out of 10 score. And it was Angelo's Eggplant Parmesan, which blew me away when I first tried it. It's as close to homemade eggplant parmesan as you're going to get in a frozen meal. It's really that good. And it's since become one of my favorite go-tos when I don't want to cook. And I absolutely love it. Another frozen meal I discovered more recently is Healthy Choices Korean-inspired beef power bowl, which has become my favorite lunch go-to. It has tender braised all-natural beef with shiitake mushrooms and vegetables, served on top of brown and red rice, red quinoa, and black barley, with spicy gochujang and soy sauce, topped with black and white sesame seeds. This 9.5 ounce meal is a little bit pricey as far as frozen dinners go. It costs $3.48. But like the old saying goes, you get what you pay for. And I think this is true with this meal. Besides it being a relatively healthy meal, the ingredients are good quality. Healthy Choice says the spice level is 4 out of 5 peppers. And usually when a manufacturer says something is spicy, it's not really that spicy. But in my opinion, this one could have gotten 5 out of 5 peppers. If you like spicy, you'll love this meal. When I first tried this meal a couple months ago, this caught me off guard and almost sent me to the emergency room. The serving bowl is made of plant-based fiber. And I know what you're thinking. This idiot thought he could eat the bowl and choked on it. I'll plead the fifth on that. But what I did find out is serving bowls made out of plant-based fiber are very porous. This may not sound like a big deal to most of you, but when I set the meal on my lap to go to the table, it started cooking my leg. The moisture and the steam were shooting right out the bottom of the bowl. My legs may not work, but they still have feelings, and it made me scream like a scalded pig. The plant-based fiber serving bowl is also extremely flimsy once it gets hot and moist. And I know that because when I went to pull it off my scalded leg, I almost wore it. So here's a suggestion for you, the people. Whether you're in a wheelchair or not, heat it on a microwave-safe plate. Healthy Choice says their culinary approach insists that every ingredient matters. A combination of simple ingredients such as whole grains, mixed greens, vegetables, and tender braised all-natural beef, then served in a variety of bold flavors. I already mentioned the grains and the sauce already, and most of the vegetables, but it also has bamboo shoots, which I love and I think add a great texture and flavor. We also mentioned the seasoned braised beef, but there's also very healthy leafy greens like chard, kale, and spinach. So you can definitely see this is a very nutrient-rich meal. Here's a list of all the ingredients, and although it looks like a lot, it's really only 25 ingredients, if I counted correctly. The rest are sub-ingredients. Per 9.5 ounce power bowl, there's 310 calories, 9 grams of total fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 3 grams of polyunsaturated fat, and 4 grams of monounsaturated fat, which are both good healthy fats, 35 milligrams of cholesterol, 600 milligrams of sodium, 37 grams of carbohydrates, 6 grams of fiber, 7 grams of sugars, and 20 grams of protein. So let's get it out of the box and heat it up. You can only heat these up in the microwave, and it goes into the microwave for 4.5 minutes, and there's no reason to remove the film. After 4.5 minutes, let it stand in the microwave for 1 minute. Then they say to handle carefully, it's hot, which is an understatement. After microwaving on high for 4.5 minutes and resting for another minute and blistering my leg, my Korean-inspired power bowl is ready. And I know some of you are thinking, he's an idiot for putting it onto his leg to begin with. But I do this with all the frozen meals I eat in the standard plastic, and they don't burn me. At first, when you remove the film, it doesn't look all that great. But once you start stirring, and you get the sauce mixed in, it starts looking much better. And it also doesn't look like a lot of food, and it's not a whole lot of food. But it's very filling, trust me. So I went in for a piece of beef. And believe me, it tastes as good as it looks. It's moist, tender, and delicious. Most importantly, it's all real beef and not a foreign meat slurry. Now for a bite of the grains and the veggies. Now this is where the spice really kicks in. But one of the most surprising things to me was the greens. You think they'd be soggy like canned greens, which I don't really like, but the flavor really comes through with these, along with all the other flavors. All the vegetables are still crispy, and the greens still have a great texture and weren't soggy at all. Finally, for a big bite of everything. Is that beautiful or what? And it's definitely more delicious than it looks. The combination of flavors is probably as close to umami as I've ever had in a frozen meal. A little salty, a little sweet, a little sour, and spicy. I literally eat this meal once a week, if not 2 times a week. I know this type of meal may not be for everyone with all the grains, etc., and maybe even the spice could be too much for some people. But it's one of the tastiest and probably most healthy frozen meals I've ever had. The only thing I really dislike about the meal is the plant-based bowl being so porous and flimsy. They really need to fix that, or post a warning in the heating instructions to heat it on a microwave-safe plate, or someone in a wheelchair or not is really going to get burnt bad. So with that said, I'm going to give the Healthy Choice Korean-inspired beef power bowl a 9 out of 10. Take away the eco-friendly, plant-based fiber power bowl, and it's a solid 10 out of 10. If you want to see more frozen meals that I eat on a regular basis, let me know in the comments section and hit that like button and I'll show you more. If you'd like to help support the Wolfe Pit, consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, that's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more, that's up to you. Either way, every little bit's appreciated and helps me produce more high quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.